Hi y'all, welcome to today's video. Welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm FashFab. You can call me Fash. Y'all, I have purchased from Ensley Reign the Nevermore and Forevermore palettes. We're going to get into one of them today. On this channel, we create beauty one palette at a time. Grab your brushes, grab your palettes. Let's get into it. So the palette I want to get into today is this Nevermore palette. So here's the cover. This is like embossing around it. Black, my favorite color. I am super excited to get into this palette. This shade right here intrigues me. I would really like to see what that does on the eye. But yeah, this is pretty much a monochromatic-ish palette. Very grungy, very on the dark side. So y'all, let's get into a look. Okay, y'all, I will pop up pictures next to me of the shades that I'm using. Now that I have you pulled in, I am just gonna dive right on in. I am using my rougher brushes today. So I am gonna dive in with a rougher 15 mini. I'm gonna go into Toxic Love. This is a pale pink. And it's pretty much the same color as my skin, so I thought I would set the brow first, or set under the brow first. The eye primer I'm using today is the e.l.f. Cosmetics eye primer. So I want to get that set because that doesn't really get tacky. I mean, it primes, but y'all, I'm old. But this is a great primer for dry eyes. Now on a clean mini 15, I want to go into Sorrowful. And I'm using this in the crease and above the crease. And moving the shadow up. And I'm bringing the shadow clear out here to the edge of the brow. I have been really liking that look lately. So I am super curious about how this is going to pay off. Which, you know, I don't know why I'm curious, because I know it's going to pay off well. It's Ensley Reign. I mean, beautiful formula. On a rougher 15, I want to go into Faded Love. And this is a super duper dark plum. It's not the darkest plum in the palette. I would say it has a more of a brown undertone base to it. But I am bringing this clear out here past, you know, the edge of the eye, you know, but still even, you know, with the edge of the brow. Like I said, I have been really enjoying, you know, bringing the makeup out this far. I don't know why. It's not like I never done it before, but you know how, yes, your application of makeup can always be the same. But I think about eyeshadow is that there's different ways to apply it. There's different, you know, sequences to apply eyeshadow. And I like to mix mine up. And right now, I like going from the bottom shade to the top, and I like bringing my shades clear out here to the edge of the brow. Especially for my hooded eyes, my eye shape, all the things. I think it's great. I am going to dip in to my Bingo Dauber. This is by Revlon. Both sides of this is what I call it, but both sides of this is very soft, but very sponge-like. Easy to pick up shimmer shadows, special shades, all the things. I do have this linked down below in my frequently used products. I will also try to link it in the shop tab. Okay, so I'm going to take the big end because one end is smaller than the other end. I'm going to take this big end. I want to go in to that shade that we're curious about. It's called Dagger. I'm going in and I am just swiping the shade. So this, after you swipe the shade, this is what the shade looks like when it's on the Bingo Dauber. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to dab it on. I know there's going to be fallout and I'm not worried about it. If you're worried about fallout, I would use like a glitter primer or some type of primer that is sticky. But because I swiped in to the eyeshadow, I'm just going to dab this on. And this is the look. So let me zoom you in so you can see what this looks like when it is dabbed on to the eye. So this is what it looks like when it's dabbed on to the eye. So now I'm going to go back in to Sorrowful, which is what we used in the crease and I'm taking Sorrowful, and I am just going to go right here to touch all this up. I am not worried about, you know, how far that is up in there or anything like that. I'm also going to take an empty brush, and this is a rougher 14, and I am just going to blend right here in the crease and let these, like, let all of these colors blend together. It's not going to take away the color. It's not going to, you know, make it go away, but it's just going to bleed. Like, the special shade is going to bleed all over the rest of the eye. I like that look. So here we are. I'm going to go on the other eye. Just know that I have not dipped back in to the palette. I am still using whatever is left over on the Bingo Dauber. I want to do something underneath the eye, like, you know, smoke it out. So I am going to go into Love Bombing, and I'm taking this on a rougher 03, and I'm going to take this underneath the eye and really smudge this in to the lower lashes. I am hugging the lower lashes. I'm not coming as far down as I want to. Like, I'm not coming as far down as covering the bag of the eye. I'm staying as close as I possibly can to the lower lashes. Y'all, let me finish the eyes. Hold on to your butts. Okay, y'all, here's the finished look. I love this look, of course. Anywhoosies, what's on my face? Okay, the eyeliner is Melt Paint Pot in Onyx. This is a gel liner. This liner is great when it comes to lining, eyelining, waterline, all the things, especially if you have special shades on your lids, like stuff that can flake off or, you know, travel per se. This liner stays put and does not flake off with the special shades by the end of the day. At least not on my eyes, and this is my opinion. Now, on my lips, I have Bella Beauty Bars Lip, and it goes on like a bomb. And this is in the shade Portal. I do have a code with Bella Beauty Bar. The code is FashFab if you would like to use that at checkout. Also, my lip liner is by Unearthly in the shade Reap. I did purchase the Forevermore, Nevermore, like, blush face palette. So this is what this looks like. I used these two shades, which is Tainted Love and Foolish Heart. Love this so much. My highlighter is this highlighter shade right here. This is in Heartthrob, and this is like a, I don't know, I would say like a silvery blue, but it definitely, I mean, you could use it with both palettes, hence why it's in this face palette. So I do have a code with Ensley Reign. The code is FashFab if you would like to use that at checkout. I greatly appreciate it. At least it lets the brand know that you're using my codes, that you watch my channel, and I can still provide codes for y'all. My liner on my waterline is the Persona Liner in Plum. This, my friends, went viral for a reason. I will put this down in the shop tab if I'm able. So yeah, y'all, let me know what you think. Did you purchase these palettes? Do you like my look? I super duper love this. Hype a girl out, which means down in the comments section. Swipe left, press hype, follow the prompts, and it hypes your girl out. Like, subscribe, share, click that notification bell down there to let you know next time I upload. I hope you guys have an awesome, amazing day. Go out and do something kind for somebody, and I'll see you in my next video. Toodles.